All right, y'all, what's going on? It's Combo Breaker 99 back with another post-fight discussion video. All right, y'all, let's talk about it. Liz Carmouche versus Taila Santos. All right, y'all, I knew this fight here was going to be a close one. I knew it was going to be a close competitive fight. I didn't see this fight being a finish at all on either side. You know, when I thought about it, I said, you know what, Liz Carmouche, she doesn't really have that type of jiu-jitsu that's going to be a problem for Santos because, you know, Santos, her defensive skills and her offensive skills are really good on the ground. And Taila Santos, I know she has the power to hurt fighters, but we haven't really seen her go in there and just knock anybody out in a long time. You know, since she's been in the UFC, she hasn't really been knocking out that caliber of fighters. And even now in PFL, she hasn't really been getting like any finishes like that on the feet. With her submission game, yeah, of course, Laria Wani and so on like that. But when it comes down to her power, I still think she's just not letting go in there, which I'm going to talk about here in a minute. Now, how I think this fight went, like I said, I thought this fight was going to be close, which it was. My original pick, I was kind of leaning towards Liz, but then, you know, after watching a few fights, I said, I'm going to have to lean towards Taila Santos, just thinking because of Liz Carmouche missing weight as well. I thought, you know, Liz might have been having a lot of trouble. She might come in a little flat and sick, but man, Liz, I think she edged this fight out, man. It was really close, but I think that she won this one. Now it was close. Like I said, it could have went either way. It's not something I'm going to argue as far as robbery, but I think that Liz Carmouche, you know, to me, I think she did enough to edge this fight out. You know, she had the bigger takedowns, and I think she applied more pressure here, and she just kept trying and trying. Now, Taila Santos had her little moments here and there, but I feel like she just wasn't capitalizing. You know, she just wasn't going after it. Like, you know, when you hurt a fighter like Liz, you got to get her out of there. You know, you land big shots like that, you let them, you got to get the fighter out of there. You know how to let more go and not try to go strength for strength with somebody like Liz Carmouche. Now, I know Tyler's big, but Liz was looking a little bit bigger in this fight. You know, Liz was actually looking bigger in this fight. I mean, going back to the first round, Liz Carmouche, she was applying some nice pressure on Taila Santos. Maybe Tyler just wanted to play the counterpuncher, but Liz was actually kind of backing her up. And the number one weapon for Liz in this fight was those calf kicks. I mean, the way she was getting a reaction out of Taila Santos, landing the inside-outside calf kick, you know, you could hear them shots. Those are some really good calf kicks. Now, Taila Santos did land a few good shots like that check leg hook whenever Liz came marching in. But Liz, you know, she set up a nice combination to get the fight to the cage and put Tyler's back to the cage and just start cage wrestling, putting a lot of pressure on Taila early on. But, you know, Taila, she has good defensive skills, like I said, you know, when her back is to the cage. But sometimes she'll let fighters out-muscle her sometimes, you know, and sometimes, you know, judges, they'll look at that. So Taila Santos, when she puts her back to the cage like that, it's not good. You know, same thing like Aaron Blanchfield did to her. In this case, you know, Taila kind of let Liz just kind of wear herself down. Then she got a nice reversal, and then she got a nice trip in the takedown. And this is where it started looking like where Taila Santos was looking dominant. You know, she started taking over and getting that top control. And I like how I like watching Taila work on the ground like this. You know, whenever she's confident and she's, you know, just passing the guard the way she was and the way she passed that armbar attempt from Liz. It was nice. And then, you know, she just got that quick scramble to the back and almost got her rear naked. Now, this is where, you know, the veteran skills of Liz comes in and, you know, she was able to defend. But had it been a few more seconds, I think Taila might have got her out of there because even though it wasn't like completely under the chin, you know, she was starting to tighten up. You could see like Liz really starting to try to claw at it, like it was starting to bother her. Like maybe if it had been another 10 seconds, she probably would have tapped. But I think she was saved by the bell in the first round. I gave that round to Taila Santos. The second round, this is where Liz started, you know, coming forward with that pressure again. She started letting those leg kicks go, cracking Tyler's leg. I like how she was just really putting forward that pressure, you know, just backing her up, you know, just continue to back Taila Santos up. Now, there were some back and forth moments here again. You know, there was some good strikes upstairs from Taila Santos. Taila did hurt her with a pair of right hands, I think. But what I didn't like here again, you know, Taila hurts her with these right hands and backs her into the cage. Instead of going for the kill or, you know, luring her back in, she tries for a takedown. And when she tries for this takedown, you know, she sets herself up for failure here because when she goes in for that takedown, Liz actually gets the body lock, pulls off the cage, and takes her down and gets her into side control. And then Tyler's on her back here. And, you know, like I said, when you look at Taila Santos down the stretch sometimes, she'll start to kind of get winded. So when she gets on her back, I'm like, oh, boy, here we go. And, you know, this is where Liz starts to take over and get that top control and starts to get the round back. Because like I said, Liz being the veteran, she knows how to steal these rounds. But this round here, I had to give Liz Carmouche. I thought, you know, she was landing more effective leg kicks. Taila Taila Santos just kind of let that opportunity go whenever, she went in for the takedown instead of going for the finish. But another thing, man, where's the jab from Taila Santos? Like, for real, like, she's long, man. Like, where's the jab? She really needs to start throwing that jab out there. But anyways, last round, Liz, she came storming out. She storms Taila, goes right for a big takedown. I mean, she crowds her in the cage, takes Taila Santos down. Taila, again, good with the get up, but she really needs to use her IQ, man. She really needs to read these fighters before just letting them, put her in trouble. Taila knows how to get out of trouble, but it would be nice to see her actually anticipate the trouble coming sometimes, or, plan ahead. Like, when she sees it coming, don't get into trouble just to have to get out just because you can, but avoid it, avoid the trouble. But when she gets taken down, she's able to scramble back up. But Liz, to me, was just putting on a lot of pressure. Taila couldn't really get out of it until like maybe almost 2 minutes left in the round. She was just able to break. And then Taila, goes back to her strikes. She's landing the strikes up top. Still not really letting them go like that. Still not landing that jab straight up the middle. And Liz Carmouche's head is right there. Finally, she's able to crack Taila Santos with Taila's able to crack Liz with another right hand and bust Liz's nose. She defends another takedown. Liz goes after her, but then, Liz is putting that pressure on, and Liz gets a big takedown to end the round. I mean, a big one to end the round, and she ends on top here. And you have to score that. You have to score that because she took Taila Santos off her feet one more time to end the round, hoping she could bag it, and she finishes on top. So I don't know, man. Like, that round, maybe the damage and strikes is what they favored, which I can see. Taila did land a few of those good hard shots in the round, but Liz was landing a lot of good leg kicks that were kind of getting a reaction out of Taila, and those big takedowns too, putting Taila on her back. I could have seen that third round go either way. Like I said, I am a striking fan, so I could see where they could see where those landed shots were more did more damage and they were more scoring. But 2-1 either way. I saw it 2-1 for Liz though. Yeah, but what are you gonna do? I didn't really think either fighter really had that type of finishing power in this one. But man, Taila Santos, she's really got to step it up though, man. Like, to me, I was feeling like when she left the UFC that they kind of just did her wrong, kind of screwed her over, and didn't really give her a chance to get right back in there and be active. But I don't really think it was the UFC's fault. Even if she's not there anymore, I still think Taila Santos still has plenty of opportunities, to change camps, train harder, work on her weaknesses. And, when she went over to PFL, when she came over to PFL, I thought that she was going to be in there dominating, but she's actually looking like she's the same level as some of these Bellator fighters right now. She's kind of fighting to the level of the Bellator fighters. And I don't know if it's just me, but she's kind of missing a step right now. She's not fully committed like I thought she could have been. When you look at fighters like Manon, you see them advancing and sticking to their game plans. And, fighters like her make adjustments, even Rose. Now I think about it, like, say if Taila was still around, Taila versus Rose, man, I don't know, man. Even like somebody like Rose might be able to kind of pick her apart. But I definitely knew Manon probably could have beat Taila Santos. But, seeing her fight at this level, man, it's making me say, Dakota has more of a chance, because she's taking big shots in there and she's drawing these fights out when she shouldn't. Taila's got a lot of power. Like, when Taila lets go and connects, she's got power in those hands, so she's really got to work on, striking her way in for takedowns. But if she hurts her opponent on the feet, continue going after him with the punches and the strikes, continue going after him with the strikes. Don't go in for the takedown. You got to finish it. So, yeah, I just think, it's an IQ thing with Taila Santos. She's just not pacing herself the right way sometimes. And that's why she's kind of coming up short with these decisions like that. I mean, the Jenna Bishop fight was proof, right? Erin Blanchfield fight was proof. I'm just calling it like I see it, man. But, yeah, now Taila Santos, she advances to the Dakota fight. This is what I'm going to say. This is the MMA math that I'm looking at right now. Dakota has a really good chance to win over Taila Santos right now. Number one is because Dakota is near 100% confident in what she does, and she wants to do what she wants to do when she's in there, similar to Joanna. Joanna wants to strike. She's going to make sure that she She's able to do everything in her power to strike. That's why she made sure her takedown defense and her scramble game was on point. Dakota's looking like she's doing the same thing. I'm watching now. You know, Dakota's actually looking like she's squirmy like that, and she wants to fight on the feet. She said it before the Jenna Bishop fight, and that's what I was listening to. I said, okay, I'm listening to her now, because Dakota said, look, I'm not a grappler, but she's like, it's not an exciting. I'm not a grappler. She's like, it's not really something I like to do. It's not an exciting style. I want to keep it standing. So this girl going to keep a fight standing by any means necessary. So Taila has to watch out for that, you know, because Taila Santos, she can do a little bit of everything, but sometimes, you know, she'll kind of slip up and certain things slip through the cracks and she can get hit in there. So she's going to have to watch out for these shots, because it's looking like Taila's going to have a really solid opponent coming forward, and there's somebody that wants to commit to her striking. I think Dakota commits more to her striking than Taila really commits to her grappling. I know that might be controversial to some of y'all, but I think so. But guys, let me know in the comment section what y'all think. We can talk about this later. I'll put this question up on the poll as well. Combo Breaker 99. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Subscribe. Peace.